All right, so we are here at Studio 3. Sometimes the parking can be a little bit confusing. Just basically don't park on these parts that have lines on them. Just kind of try to make sense over there in lines. Also, if you need to take out any disgusting trash, because you know we don't put that in the studio trash, the dumpster is located right there. This door is locked quite frequently, so make sure you have the key. Sometimes you do need to lean on it to get it to open. So push into it. And come on in. Now this is going to be an awkward walk up to the studio, so I'll try to fill it with fun stuff like, just so you know, Tuesdays during the day is a little bit crazy here. FarmLink has decided to do produce boxes. So they have a lot of stuff going on in that front area, and there's a lot of traffic in and out. It is not normally like that, so if you do rent for the first time on a Tuesday during the day, just be aware it's not always that way. The freight elevator is pretty cool. I do like to shoot around this building, not just in the studio. This is one location where that is completely okay. These windows are pretty neat, as is this stairwell. So feel free to shoot after or before your rental all throughout the building. Go up one floor. This is another door that I like to use. You can pull it shut and shoot it. In the winter time, it is usually shut, so just open it up. The bathroom at Studio 3 is located on the other side of that red fire door. Please be aware, it is kind of like the gas station bathroom. It is not the cleanest looking. They do frequently actually clean the sink and toilet, I see that, but it's less than desirable. All right, so similar setup that we're used to in all the studios. The remote here looks a little bit different, but same idea. Lights are on remotes, so turn them on, make sure you turn them off when you're done. This studio is the brightest as far as overhead lighting goes, so if you're shooting late and you're a little bit nervous, these are all 100-watt daylight diffuse bulbs, so that's pretty nice. Again, strobe trigger located right here. Works for Canon and Nikon for sure. Not positive about the other stuff. What is this thing for? One of my renters, love her dearly, likes to rearrange overhead lighting. So should you feel the need to move the globes around, this makes it a little bit easier, especially in combination with a step stool or step ladder. Step stools and step ladders on the other side of this door. If you get here and the studio doesn't look at least somewhat like this, please shoot me a picture. So today you can see that it is not exactly what I would love. I don't even know what those things are or why they're, well, I know what they are, I just don't know why they're here. I don't think they're mine. Regardless, just shoot me pictures. I'd like to know about it. Also, you'll see a sign on every single studio door saying, when you leave, take either a short video or shoot me pictures of the setup. So then I don't come in and think you did it. And it just, generally speaking, keeps everything looking a lot nicer. The first thing you definitely want to do when you get here, in the summertime at least, hold on, I'm going to shut these lights off so I don't forget, is turn on the air conditioning. It does not run in Studio 3 continuously, so you're going to come over here and hit the blue power button. Also, if the snowflake isn't on, then it's not air conditioning. So make sure that snowflake is on. If you have to change it, you can use the mode button. And then you can also turn it down a little bit. It's at 75 right now. That's not going to be immensely helpful. Then you'll come over here. And turn on the window unit as well. Same idea. Power button also set to 75. Wow. That is not very cool. You will notice that the bed is not made. So if you are going to use the bed, make sure you book enough time to make the bed and then take the linens off. Also be careful with this door, it is a little homicidal, it's gotten me before. Come into the storage area and you will see clean linens available. Those are sheet sets, these are quilt sets, and then the hamper. So those are going to come with me, they'll get washed. Obviously you will also see my slightly sarcastic sign, but seriously, I do have to do all of this laundry. So I don't want to deter you from not using what you need, but just be conscious of, you know, if you don't need a quilt set and a sheet set, don't use both. You'll also see all the extra equipment is back here. Again, a little bit less picked up than I would like, and I'm going to try to not obsessively clean it right now, but point being, White Lightning is also here at Studio 3, so you may have seen that in a market video. Pretty easy to use if you've never used one before. Little flash, big flash. If it's not firing, make sure that the channels are the same as on the trigger. Make sure it's powered on, and when you're done, power it off. Also here you'll see there's a ring light. Less than stellar continuous lighting, but we've got it. There's also another Alien B ring light. There's a ProMaster you can fire as a slave. I'm going to take a breath because this is a lot. There's also a backdrop stand here. So just like Market, this has to be assembled and disassembled. However, there is a cheat that I use every single time I need a backdrop. So if you want to go really quick, just take this crossbar and bring it over here. And just hang it on those hooks. Much faster. Some of the windows open, some of the windows don't. Be careful with them. This is a location where if you were to break the glass, you will not be the first or the last, so don't completely panic. As always, if you break something, please let me know right away. I'm pretty reasonable. I like to just be told that something was broken. Back to peculiarities here. You can turn on all these lights. Where is my chair? Goodness, oh, there it is. Everything turns on in here. I'm not going to turn every single one on, but we'll get a little bit of light in here because in the winter time, you are going to need to turn on the heat, and this one confuses a lot of people. Back here, goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to have to stay in clean. Anyway, back here there is a thermostat. This only controls the heat. You have to flip it up to heat to turn on the heat, and then you also have to dial up the temperature. It defaults to 45 degrees, which is not incredibly helpful for anybody. When you are done, make sure that you turn it off. And it is also worth noting, if you're here in the evening, this is the switch for the light in the equipment room. I didn't have a better place for it, so that's where it goes. Also, if you are paying cash or check day of, here are the envelopes and pens. You should know what to do with those if you watched the other video. Cash box is right here, so just slide it in there. What else? Studio 3. Oh, of course, the vacuums. So I did pretty good here. I got rid of a vacuum, so there's only two. We have a shop vac and one of the little Bissell guys. Don't worry about that mop. That is for me. There is a little mop back here. If you get here and that white floor is really gross, you can get into the cleaning supplies bin and hook one of these guys on that little mop. That's how I do it quick when I don't have time to do a full cleaning. Also over here you will find there's some newborn props, extension cords, extra lighting stuff, lost and found. This is some extra backup stuff that you probably won't need. This you want nothing to do with, it's my stuff. Same with that, that's all my stuff. Oh, also there's obviously a lot of extra chairs and things back there. One more thing, I'm going to drag you back around here. When I was talking about linens, I did not point out that there are also some extra props particularly useful for newborns. There is some polyboard that we use as a reflector here, some extra backdrops, and then over here there's some more newborn props. If you use any of the newborn stuff right now, during this whole COVID situation, please put it in the hamper, then I can clean it. Also, this door, or wall, is on wheels, and you can shoot both sides of it. So this side is obviously white doors, and then if you want to come through here, this side is distressed barnwood. So you can pull it out, roll it around, kind of cool. So obviously, just like every other studio, when you are done, you will make sure that everything is shut off. If you have forgotten how to set the air conditioner or heat, refer to the rules that are posted. It will say specific to Studio 3, be sure to turn off the AC. That is a charge I will hit you with. And make sure all the lights are off and lock up behind you. Also, again, make sure there's nothing gross in the trash. Dirty diapers, food, nope, none of that. Reference your pictures on the way out, and do not hesitate to reread the rules just to make sure you didn't forget anything. All right, that's it for Studio 3.